Y'all know what I do. I always come live, man, when I have my little smoke break. That's when I got time to, like, you know what I'm saying, kick it to y'all a little bit. Just did my night walk. I'm in a mall parking lot, a dead ass mall. It's coming back though, cause they got a new casino that they built over there. I'm pretty sure these are shut down, so they're either gonna stay in the casino or get some hotels and some shit. But yeah, it's one of my goals I made to myself. Like, I'm a pretty big person. You know what I'm saying? I gained like 60 pounds last year instead of losing 60 pounds, and I just been working on putting self first. Especially as I've been planning this move and planning to my next level. It's like health is wealth, so that's first. Cause if you ain't healthy, man, how you gonna hustle? So I really put that in the forefront of my mind. Even before, I don't believe in New Year's resolution. So even before that, hey, what's up, Vasquez Vintage? It's my second live. I never really announced I'm going live, but I said, I'm gonna start going live on YouTube and just record it here and then bring it over to IG. But yeah, health is wealth. Without health, without taking care of yourself, you can't enjoy none of the money that we make. So that's been my big mission this year. I was just saying, I was outside walking in the parking lot, doing what I do best. And I planned it for my move. It's my last week here. I don't even have a week. I have 5 days left. Left in NY, headed south. Some people know the location, others I'll disclose once I get there. You know how that go. I decided instead of just flying, I'm actually just gonna pack a truck and go, because I still want some inventory. I don't want to not have anything to put on my store and have to like really start all the way over, especially if I already have 50 to 100 items listed. So I'm gonna take those with me, and like my basic clothes. That way I don't have to buy printers and stuff again, because I did all the math, because I was gonna ship some things to me down where I was going, but shipping has increased like crazy. And so it's just better to load up. And two, I mean, driving for me is therapeutic. So as I'm driving down there, I'm setting my mind right. I'm getting ready for the next level, for this new transition that's about to happen and the greatness. So I'm very happy about it and I'm thankful about it. Uh, and, I've been niching down. I'm not doing clothing no more. Like, I'll pick up some items, but for the most part, the clothing I have is what I have, and that's what I'm gonna sell. I'm always gonna stay with my games, electronics, and then just have another niche that I don't really get into too much, but it's just more so you gotta have a lot of business partners and stuff to do that, and deal with people in business. Let me see what else is there. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice little drive. It's like 2 days worth of driving. Split it up into 2 days. And I think I'm gonna do some thrifting or some picking, like while I'm driving along, because I've been looking at my route, and I'm like, yo, I've never been to some of these states before. How dope would it be, like, every 4 hours to give myself a break, to stop somewhere, and just to see what they have, even if I don't grab anything. Maybe I just grab one or two things, or and keep it moving. I've been actually really good with sourcing lately. I don't know, this move has actually made me like tighten up my criteria, to be honest with you. Just really look at my sell-through rates. I really think about how long I want to keep the item versus profit. Sometimes I wouldn't think about it. I'm like, oh, as long as it sells within 90 days, I'm good. But we have a limit of time and space, Those are the limits that we have. So in order to maximize that to the best, you really got to have some intention with what you're picking up and knowing, like, yo, is that gonna turn to 30? Is that gonna turn to 60? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my space? So these are the questions I start to ask myself now within my like 4th year of reselling. Just being on the ground, hustling, being on your own. There are books and things that I guess kind of teach you and tell you, but it's different when you go and actually like experience it for yourself and start to make it happen. So that's just something I learned. You got to take that. You got to do the math, man. Not be romantic. If the math ain't mathing, then you shouldn't be doing it. It might sound good. It might look pretty. But if it's not going to work for your profit or in the long run for your profit, for instance, like Amazon, yeah, they said we're not going to make any money for the first, 5 or 6 years. But after that, we're going to take over and dominate. So if you're very, intentful and intentional, I should say, with your plans, then that's different. But if you're not, no, you got to do that math. And it has to make sense. You can't fall in love with it. Even processes and stuff. I used to fall in love with the way I was doing things, but it wasn't the most efficient or best thing to do. And yeah, that's what I think about. It's cold out here. Uh, so yeah, thrifted, picking. The picking's gonna be different because in NY, I'm still moving to another pretty large state. Um, but yeah, in NY, I mean, you got a lot of people, but this is what I peep, and this is the biggest reason why I'm moving from New York. Not only did my brother leaving, he's no longer here, and I have no family here. Where I'm going, I don't have no family either. I don't have any family either. Uh, but it's about what I seen what happened after COVID. After COVID, I pay attention to the money. That's what I look at. I look at what the big players are doing because eventually I'm gonna be like those big players. I'm walking my way towards that. So the best way to learn from them is to watch them. I'm watching them all leave New York during 2020, during COVID. New York lost billions of dollars, of revenue, of businesses, big businesses moving their headquarters, moving to different states such as Arizona, Texas, Florida, and California seeing the same thing. So I'm looking at the long run. Why would I build a business? Am I planning my business to be here for the longevity of my life and hopefully after the come of my life if I build it right, 100, 200 years, timeless if I could really get it right, into a place that is not the best fit for businesses. They're not business friendly. They're all about themselves and money. They don't want to help the business owner, and other states will. And that's what I've seen. I know I'm scaling. I know I'm headed to the next level. You got a next, threshold you look at. And it's like, after you hit a certain dollar amount here, they tax you real heavy. And it's just like, I'm not going to work as hard as I have to work to hit those goals for someone to tax and take from me and not help me benefit if I'm benefiting the community and my people in my state's pockets. I don't mind rendering Caesars with Caesars. You got to pay to play. But at the same time, it has to be fair. It can't be so much. You can't, overcompensate over here because of lack of management of funds over there. So I seen that's what a lot of big entrepreneurs were doing. A lot of my mentors that I watch on YouTube, I seen that they were doing. They were making that move against states, and I said, yo, it's a great time for me to take advantage and do the same. Because, in the next 5 years, maybe the next 10 years, you're going to see the decline in New York's population, and that's going to change the name of my game of business, because I like to work with big businesses. That's where the money's at. Business to business is where the most money is spent in the economy. Right now, I do have a business that's a business to consumer, but my goals and what I'm working for is create a business to business type of thing, because that's, like I said, that's where the most money is spent in global trading. So yeah, I've been looking at all of that, and these are the type of things you have to do and look at and think about when you're making your next moves. What tax bracket are you headed to? Is it beneficial for you to be in the state that you are? Can you be somewhere else that maybe that you have a service or a product and it works better over there? And don't be afraid to take that move either. I mean, luckily for me, not married, don't have kids. It's just me. No one depends on me. So I could just, pick up and go wherever the wind takes me if I like. So, I mean, that's dope. I do understand, like, other people have things that make it complicated, but it's okay. If it's going to benefit you and your family overall, then you should do it. So, yeah, that was the update about me moving. Like I said, I'll give y'all the state. When I touch down there, y'all see me, I'll tag it. And I can't wait. Really, I can't wait. No more cold. I will tell you that. It's going to be lots of nice pickings. Like I said, I'm more so going in the picking route. Build some more cash flow, quick flips, under 30 days type of thing, under 60 days, larger profits, higher ASPs. So clothing won't get me there. I mean, it can, but like I said, it's too much work. I'll put it like that. The amount of work I have to do to get there, I'm not willing to do, and I don't like it that much to do it. And I really don't like cleaning shoes either. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Now, shoes, or if I find deals and stuff like that, I think I'll still grab them and offer them in bulk, because especially now that I found different ways to ship, and I'll be in another area, so I'm sure I'll come in contact with other people that I can trade with. Like I said, I'm becoming a business that's gonna be selling to businesses, so being the one that has the items and being able to sell it at a price that everybody else can make their money on, I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that, especially if I'm not going to sit here and do the work. Clothing, like I said, I like to pick it. I love picking it because it's fun, but I'm not gonna list it. So I would definitely would sell that wholesale. Uh, I'm still trying to work out that bulk because like sometimes I run to my head and bang my head sometimes against that, and it's frustrating. And I'm like, I'm not selling bulk. And other times it sells well. So I guess it's just a learning curve, making sure you're getting it right so your customer can feel like they're getting their fair deal, and it's good all across the board. But yeah, I can't wait to pick though. More content too coming. Me and Thrift and Air is going to continue on the podcast. Once I get settled, we're going to lay out the schedule for that and how we want to do. Like I said, we're going to be on YouTube more versus IG. IG, I'll post shorts and reels and give information and stuff like that. But most of my content will be on YouTube. I'm moving towards that. And it's fun. I actually like it. YouTube is kind of fun, kind of thinking about how to make your content, with your sauce on it, your recipe. I like it. And come up with different things because I think like totally different. And it's not to sell you a course. And I'm not on here to sell ebooks or anything like that. I make my money hustling, doing what I do. So it's really on here to be a part of the community because hustling is lonely. That is fact. Be with all my reselling friends because man, I met some great people on the internet. I know a couple of weeks ago, like I was feeling some type of way, but when you really sit down and think about it, and the last couple of weeks that I've been talking to other people, big sellers that I deal with, big and small, I should say, I get love from the community for the people that are like on my path, people that do have character, people that do carry themselves with integrity, people that are trying to grow and scale and make it to the goal that they have. I think all of our goals is just get our money up so the money can work for itself and we don't have to do none of this anymore. That's the overall goal, but it takes time to get there, and it's learning code. But I just wanted to say, man, shout out to all my hustlers, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for everybody that tap in on the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links. I got other videos. I got more sauce that I'm bringing, other things to think about, how to think about different flips. And you know what the motto is: hustle. How do I end this? Oh, this here.